What's up, everybody? So the trial of P. Diddy begins today, May the 5th, 2025. And here's everything you need to know. And this is from NBCnews.com and is linked in the description below. Here's what the prosecutors allege. The prosecutor's case against Sean Combs centers on elaborate and produced sex performances known as freak-offs. Combs prosecutors allege in their indictment orchestrated marathon hotel room encounters involving heavy drug use and coerced sex. Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Prosecutors wrote in the 14-page indictment, which has been updated 3 times since September of 2024. Combs relied on employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Here's what the charges against P. Diddy are. Sean Combs faces 5 criminal counts. 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, which carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. 2 counts of sex trafficking by forced, fraud, or coercion, which carries a maximum sentence of life in prison and a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years in prison. And 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, which carries a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. So here's what P. Diddy and his lawyers have to say. Of course, they all deny all of the charges against P. Diddy, against Sean Combs. In a statement in April, Combs' legal team described his accusers as long-term girlfriends who were involved in consensual relationships. This was their private sex life defined by consent, not coercion. Who are the accusers? The federal case revolves around 4 alleged victims, identified in the indictment as victim 1, 2, 3, and 4. They are all expected to testify during the trial. Now, if you don't know, there are no cameras in the courtroom. Anything you see from the trial will likely just be from a sketch artist. Combs' accusers have not been named publicly, but the allegations of victim 1 track closely with those of his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, an R&B singer whose stage name is Cassie. In a civil lawsuit filed in November of 2023, she accused Combs of rape and repeated physical abuse spanning roughly a decade. The lawsuit was settled privately in a day without Sean Combs admitting any wrongdoing. Ventura's allegations drew greater attention after CNN aired a hotel surveillance video recorded in 2016 showing Sean Combs beating, kicking, and dragging Ventura. Now, you can just give that a Google if you haven't seen it already. It's pretty damning evidence against Sean Combs. The judge in the case has ruled the video can be shown during the trial as evidence. Combs' lawyers tried to get it excluded, obviously, arguing in part that it was wholly inaccurate and altered, claims that CNN have strongly denied. I don't know how he could say that it's been he's literally kicking her, punching her, dragging her. Like, it's not, I don't know how you can alter that, but who knows? So that is everything that you need to know about Sean Combs' trial. The trial is expected to last 8 to 10 weeks. It will be held 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. The first week of the trial will run from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. After that, it will go from 9:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. So that is, like I said, that's everything you need to know about the trial. It's going to be very interesting because the parties themselves, like, just as a party, aren't illegal. It's everything that surrounds the parties that is illegal. The drugs, the prostitution, the alleged bringing people to the party to engage in prostitution, the racketeering, like all of that stuff is what is illegal. It's not the freak-offs themselves. It's everything that happened. Like, you could throw a party, but it's everything that happened at the parties and around the parties that he is being charged with. So it's going to be very interesting. And he also rejected a plea deal recently as well. So he's going to fight this to the very end. He's going down with the ship if indeed he goes down. He rejected the plea deal. He's fighting his innocence. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens during this trial. What do you think? Do you think P. Diddy will get sentenced on any of these charges? Do you think he will be found not guilty? Let me know. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.